So what was that up for? How was that going?
All combined together, we are at least bringing the education, the excitement, what crypto is like as a first touch point to at least 2.5 billion people globally.
People say it's all a scam. How do you deal with this thing?
I don't much care about how we're gonna label it. My only care is always about how we can solve the problem. Today there's a Bitget branded MasterCard where you can connect your wallet.
Hello everyone, this is Sudeep reporting live from TOKEN2049 and we are joined by Vugar from Bitget. So if we talk about Bitget, it has been quite in the news for so many things outside crypto as well. I mean, last year I remember you tying up with La Liga. So what is this? I mean, I had a brief word with you and you said this is for the community, for mass adoption, because I remember your words correctly. You said that if crypto has to reach the mainstream, they have to reach the sentiments of the people. So what was that up for? How was that going?
Today we partner with La Liga, with MotoGP, with UNICEF, great, and all combined together we are at least bringing the education, the excitement, what crypto is like as a first touch point to at least 2.5 billion people globally. Exactly, it's almost like a half of the world we cover with our like a crypto love. But today we are very far from becoming a crypto company. I think next 2-3 years you'll see that drastic change. We're becoming your universal exchange. We don't want to be your crypto company. We want to become a platform where you can buy, sell, invest, trade, everything and anything that is tokenized, that's on-chain. It can be your real-world assets. It can be your fractional apartment in Middle East. It can be your US stocks. It can be your gold investment. It should be anything and everything. And that's a very bold step for us. And I think in the next 2-3 years, we're not talking about crypto. It will become the same way when you check out on internet, online shopping, you don't know, you go through Stripe. The way you put your phone down, do that contactless payment, you don't know who processes that. We are becoming your next technology company. And I think that's the exciting part, that we wouldn't be just trying to educate you about crypto anymore. Good news, everyone is already tired, I believe, but it will become this seamless integration into your life, that full life on chain without actually needing to know how the technology works, as long as it serves your purpose.
So that's probably the need of the hour. I mean, if you want more adoption to happen, you should touch lives in more ways than one. And being just an exchange doesn't sum it up all. And if we talk about, I mean, let us say you summed it up well, that you are coming into a number of ventures, apart from just Bitget being an exchange, you're just being a trading platform. You're touching lives, you're touching society. But you raised a very valid point in the sense that just crypto or just Web3 at the forefront doesn't solve the purpose. But you have been in the education space, so we have been promoting projects. We have been like going out to the community, telling them, not just the community, the government authorities, everybody, regulators, telling them about what exactly blockchain is. Let leave crypto, the blockchain. If we talk about these factors, still that is a taboo subject. People say it's all a scam. How do you deal with this thing?
I think we can label anything as a scam, right?
Yeah.
And you know that there is...
Even neobanks, first of all, when they came, they were termed to be scam.
Neobanks, electric cars, yes, internet itself, right? And mobile phones. There's a huge study, I think McKinsey was predicting that mobile phones will never be a thing. And today we all kind of live on the phone. Therefore, I don't much care about how we're gonna label it. My only care is always about how we can solve the problem. And in last 2.5 years at Bitget, we grew from 11 million users to 120 million users today. And if you want to keep the pace, grow 10 times, we need 1 billion users, right? And as all educated men and women, as positive we could be, we all know that you can't find 1 billion people who will come and trade, right? Trading is a job. But we will find 1 billion people who buys a coffee, takes a commute, orders food, buys gifts to their loved ones. And it brought us to this realization that with blockchain technology, we can make all the payments fast, secure, transparent, and safe. And we rolled out Bitget Pay. Now in Brazil, in Philippines, in Southeast Asia, we onboarded more than 100,000 merchants who accept crypto payments immediately. You scan your QR code, you do that payment. As a crypto holder, you don't have to go fiat, on-ramp, off-ramp. right that route. As a merchant, you can accept payments instantly. We solved one problem. On the other end, we were like, okay, there's a huge issue of unbanked people, whether it's in India, whether it's in Africa, whether it is in Latin America, even Eastern Europe. What we can do, we brought people a MasterCard today. There's a Bitget branded MasterCard where you can connect your wallet, you can go to your Netflix subscription, you can really like have crypto in your life without actually, going and trading. But then if you are already here and you have spare, I don't know, USDTs, our annual APR is 18%. It's the highest in the industry, highest any bank can anywhere in the world give it to you. And I think with all this innovation, we kind of a reverse engineer. Before the idea was Web3 is cool, everyone will come to us. Now we're like, okay, we will come to you, we'll get you a better service, and then everything else is kind of, if you want to, why not?
That's fair. So much of your focus is on the institution side, the institutionalization of maybe crypto payments, crypto facilitation, or is it directly going to the customers? I mean, the B2B or B2C, because I know both ends need to be resolved before you can actually make an ecosystem work.
But that's like a trap question, right? Because the idea of Satoshi's white paper and Bitcoin was like, we have to cut the middleman. And now we're very excited that institutions are coming.
I mean, more institution side is what I'm saying is that onboarding merchants is one thing. Then you go to banks and say that we want your ecosystem to be based out of blockchain. Like if you've heard, we have a very good ecosystem in India called the UPI. So even you can make payment in cents using your bank account directly, which is linked through UPI. So UPI is just acting as a layer in between, and you can make direct transactions. You can make a penny of transaction with UPI without any fees. Protected by the government. So that is how it is working. So this is institutionalization mode. So when you are going to vendors, to merchants, that is definitely institutionalization.
Yeah, definitely there's like an element of institutionalization, but also like we are one of the biggest retail end. Like retail is our bread and butter.
Right.
But it's also like, because usually there's a confusion when you talk about institutions, people think about this institutional grade tools, banks coming, taking over, doing a lot of fees, or even on the trading end.
And that threatens the very essence of crypto. I mean, the Web3 world, if you're charging a lot of fees, then Web3 is defied there. Web3, the sense of Web3.
Exactly. Like the idea was, okay, we want to make it easier, faster, cheaper. And then if you go to the same route, it will become just a bank on chain, right? It tends bank goes just because transaction is on chain, it doesn't make it as cheap or as fast if you end up charging, I don't know, 20% premium on top of it. And that is like a one key differentiator. Like, yes, we do offer institutional grade solution, but it's still built natively for crypto. And that's what makes it faster, better, and cheaper. And if you don't do it, I recently was talking to the banks in Latin America, was doing like training, and I told them, and all of them are super excited because their mentality was, I already charge, I don't know, $20 per month to have an account. I can put everything, make it cheaper for me, but still customer pays. And I'm like, that is possible, but that's how it should not be done, right?
That's not how the crypto community is working. I mean, we are relying most on the trustless feature, and I mean, to some extent, going gasless now. So those are the things that are the talk of the town these days. I mean, gone are the days when you have to pay a huge gas fee just to protect your identity. And with this thing coming into picture, I mean, very important and pertinent question here is that the regulators want the funds to be traced to the owner and to the person who's paying it, right? So if you're saying that you have onboarded so many merchants who are accepting payments in crypto, are you taking care of the KYC regulations as well there?
We are doing both KYC and KYB. Basically, if you're a business, you have to go certain processing to make sure that you're a legit business. For users, we've been doing KYC for many years now, and it was not mandated by any government. We chose to provide this, and I think that is like a whole mindset of Bitget, to be like a compliance first, and compliance as a culture in the company, not just we have to do it, we chose to do it. And we work with many authorities. I consult governments also. And that was another point, like when you move towards the institutionalization, you need to have a compliance within your DNA. and you have to do that. We are very successful in doing this, and that's how we were able to onboard so many merchants. We work with almost all large institutions, from BlackRocks to Fidelities and many others, and all this come in place because we chose to, and it is a smart way. But still, I think whenever you talk about compliance and legislation, people are always afraid, and I understand why, because I always say over legislation, over taxation moves away innovation, moves away money. It kills innovation, it kills the investors. We know there's a huge flow of the investors from India to Middle East, from UK to Middle East, because no one wants to pay that 36% capital gains tax. People would rather invest. Or I always say, when I talk to legislator, I build startups, and I would rather have 3 developers than 3 lawyers. You create content, right? You would rather have 2, 3.
I'll tell you one more thing about my past life. In my past life, for past 20 years, I have been a financial accountant and auditor. I have audited multinational corporations. I'm partner to one of the top 50 auditing firms of India, and now in this industry. So I have burnt my hands with compliances and things.
That is, it gets complicated sometimes. And again, as a business, you want to innovate, right? You want to create something fast. You want to move fast. But then again, when you have so much burden, and of course, as a Bitget, when you have 120 million users, you are so big, you do, $20 billion a day, you can afford having the best in class lawyers and big departments, compliance officers. But think of a new coming startup.
Not everybody can afford it.
Yeah, if it's you are 3, college students coming with the next big thing, right? Then you want these guys to go hire a law firm and to bill hours $500, not possible, right? What they have 2 choices. Either they have to do it under the ground, or they have to go places where they can do it better, right? People come to Middle East because it's so liberal, and then you lose. And I think everyone, especially legislators, governments, could learn a very expensive, valuable lesson that America does, because today everyone, I think, loves in crypto Mr. Trump, but his first term he wasn't too much pro crypto either, right?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. No opportunity.
This is a public forum, I must say, but he is having more of a business mindset than an administrator's mindset.
It's
pro-capitalistic ecosystem.
It's pro-capitalistic, but that's what I want exactly to come. That in his first term, crypto wasn't big enough for him to have his ascension. But today he realizes that, America and Silicon Valley could be the next place for a big crypto firm. Let me pump it in a business mindset. And whenever I talk to European legislators, I say probably after 3, 4, 5 years, you will come to the same conclusion. When I talk to India's legislator, I say the same, because I love India. And I always, whenever I talk to the government officials in India, I tell Indian woman, Indian household is the largest gold holders, right? What if this woman had an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin? India could be the next Bitcoin nation. And you can't, instead of now charging 1% on deposits, 30% on taxation, the government should promote. And I think Indian women have so much power, an economical powerhouse.
They not only control the gold reserves, they also control the financial decision making of the Indian households. They have a say in it, what to buy, how much to buy. They dominate that.
Yeah, dollar cost averaging. And imagine India could dominate entire at least Bitcoin narrative. And I think it's still not late. And I think there should be, we talked about education, right? There should be more education on that front, how to build a generational wealth, how to preserve wealth, how to pass it on. I always say especially if you have a kid, probably a dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, at least buying it on holidays, on birthdays, it will definitely turn into a college fund. And I think there's so many opportunities kind of a missed. And as a legislator, instead of you running after big corporates trying to tax them, maybe you could do a better legislative framework to actually generate wealth for the nation.
We have a saying in India that the technology capital of India is Bangalore, political capital Delhi, economic capital Mumbai, and the crypto capital of India is Dubai.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree, and it really sometimes breaks my heart. Not only money going out, but also brain and follow Today, you look Microsoft, Google, almost all big companies are run by Indians, and most of them are like a first generation Indian expats, Indian migrants, which like India is lost today.
We are the powerhouse to technological brain. But I mean, India, I must say somehow, despite being an Indian, staying in India, and I must say India has missed the crypto bus. It's already a bit too late now. Even if you bring regulations to, to develop blockchain projects, India has missed the bus. Sandeep, Polygon,
My friend, he's smartest man on earth. He's such a huge patriot. He tries to do so much things. And the guy is doing, I don't know, crypto reserves in US. Someone should call him. Someone should call him from India, right? He can do so much, but like opportunities are there. Yes, maybe the bus missed, but there probably another coming. And
there's still a lot of time. But like coming back to Bitget, so adoption is one part where Bitget is playing. Second, a fund mechanism, facilitating the crypto fund is second thing that Bitget is doing. Any other initiatives?
there are many. I think one of the biggest things, like our investment arm, the Foresight Ventures, we decided to put $50 million to stable tokens. We'll be investing a lot to ventures, companies that do things with stable tokens, because we believe it's future of payments, all these speedy, fast things that we talk, there's huge opportunity. And now with Genius Act in US, and it's not a secret that almost all legislators globally like kind of try to copy or do something similar, we see that there will be more clarity in there. And that's why I think we're the first one to kind of do such a bold initial investment. We did $50 million fund from, of course, AI end. And I think like it's the most exciting. Everyone talks about AI. It's not a buzzword. Like, I'll tell you one thing. At Bitget, we were one of the first to list AI-related tokens. Then we partnered with Samsab, an AI company, to fight AI-related fraud, because we understood like humans can't fight AI. We have to have AI that fights AI. Therefore, we were being successful in having our security in place. We never have any breaches, any hacks, thanks to that. But today we are yet into another big leap forward. It's our Get Agent. It is an AI tool where you can put your chart. It does technical analysis. It can go through your portfolio, analyze your portfolio. For Token Week, we decided to make it free for anyone to use. Great. Therefore, go check it out. I think it is a super interesting tool to kind of guide you through the process, especially if you are new in the industry. You can virtually ask any question and it answers. We are definitely putting more data in that. And because we hold the proprietary data, that agent can not only tell you what you can do better, but it also can go through the order books and look what others do and guide you through what is the best decision making.
What's the market doing?
It's cool. And then you can choose to go against market, to go for markets where you can do better. And on top, if you pair it with our grid bot, that is trading bot, you can definitely crack the code. And I think if you are truly keen about trading, that is the way forward. And we are like very excited about what we do. And especially today, if you walked into the token conference ground, you saw all over our ads about Get Agent. And I think that is the big excitement thing that we are doing. Like, I can summarize it like becoming a universal exchange. Being able to offer anything and everything on chain to be traded is our definitely the next big move. Stable tokens and of course AI.
And something that you haven't declared yet, but still in the mind, or maybe building in the boardrooms?
We are building like many things, because there was a news like recently that we put all our BGBs to Morph Foundation. BGB became Morph's gas token. I think we are, because always people ask like Binance has Binance Smart Chain or KX has something like what you are guys doing. We are on that front. We are working on new tokenomics. This year we did $8.5 all-time high. Probably we do another all-time high very soon. That's in there. Of course, institutional offering is growing. We've been in the institutional game only a year and a half. We are I think the youngest in the play, but we today partner with all large big players, banks, and becoming I always say like 2-3 years ago we thought that exchanges will become banks. Today I think banks becoming like exchanges. We want to become your next bank, your next Nasdaq, your next Stripe. We want to kind of build this seamless super app that you can do everything and anything on chain without leaving Bitget's ecosystem. We are very fragmented, right? We have wallet, 80 million users. We have exchange, 120 million users. Now we partner with more. When we kind of glue all this together, you will have your UX super app, single click, you do everything.
That's guys, this is Vugar. And it has been actually great talking to him because, he's he's representing Bitget, and Bitget is actually focusing on a lot of things, not just adoption, not just funding the right set of projects, not just AI and AI agents. Apart from that, talking to the regulators, promoting the project, building a super app that Bitget can be, and with definitely with 120 million users that you already have onboarded, I think this doesn't seem like a far-fetched dream. We could see very soon this thing happening, and we might be talking in the next Token 2049 with Vugar coming up successfully with like 3 more different projects on behalf of
At least, I can definitely promise that.
So guys, this was Vugar, and this is Sudeep, your host from Coin Gabbar, reporting live from Token 2049, and we hope to see in the times to come more interesting stuff, more interesting interviews, and more such interesting things that is happening around Token. Till then, hope to see you having a good time at Token, and see you there. Bye-bye.
Thank you.